can take my Lambo. I'll put on a tight show. You sure you can handle? We be faster than Django.
Take you on a ride. We're gonna burn through the night. When you're so salty, I'll still take a bite.
We can take my Lambo. I'll put on a tight show. You sure you can handle? We be faster than Django.
Can't stop, won't stop. I can't stop, won't stop. I can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop. Okay.
Gonna take you on a ride. We're gonna burn through the night. When you're so salty,
You sure you
I'll
can
still take a
handle?
bite.
Okay. We can take my Lambo. I'll put on a tight show. You sure you can handle? We be faster than Django. Can't stop, can't stop, can't stop, can't stop, can't stop, can't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. I can't stop, won't stop. I can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop. Can't stop, can't stop, can't stop, can't stop, can't stop.
Oh no.
We have a furry on our channel now.
What even is that?
I was just sitting here, I'm like, huh, why is this here? It's very soft.
It looks soft.
It
Yeah.
is. Very soft. This is apparently my mom's.
Oh,
There.
I like the family pictures up behind you.
You like that?
That's
there's
the-
a lot of,
That's the room
Nice.
I slept in while I was when we stayed at your place. So I looked at them all because I was like, "Hey, they're on the wall. That means it's okay to look at them."
oh yeah, that's the point.
I'm not gonna go
Yeah.
snooping through people's stuff, but if they're on the wall, I'm looking.
It's every time I come here, I always like, oh yeah, Adam's stash is missing.
yep.
Wow, somebody noticed it quick.
Yeah.
Told you people notice
Wow,
shit.
1, 2, 3,
Oh, that they're gonna notice.
Yeah.
three in a row, just right off the bat.
Oh yeah.
This is the appropriate response right here.
People are upset about this. Holy
Like,
cow!
what? What? Yeah, sorry. We should be addressing this missing stash before we talk about this stuff. It's far more important.
I like how this one. Let's address the obvious first.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
man.
man.
Yeah.
It was time for a change. I had been rocking the stash for over a year. Needed
Oh, wow.
something a little different.
Yeah, I guess it was a year. Holy shit.
It was
Was it?
over a year because
Oh,
I
it was
did
longer
it when
than
when I first started on the channel. I started it.
Okay. Fuck.
That's
Yeah.
way more than a year then, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, almost a
That's
year and a
almost
half.
year and a half.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's like, oh, like when you officially became a
Right? Yeah,
Yeah.
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 So
Well,
I got tired of like food getting stuck in there and
Yeah.
like it was just, and then
Yep.
like, trying to wipe it with a napkin when you're out in public and just
I always
Yeah.
wondered, like, because I can't grow anything. And I always thought that's got to be irritating.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't. If I kept it trimmed up above like the upper lip line, then it wasn't bad. Kind of like how Gabe's is. Yeah, it doesn't hang
Yeah.
below his lip.
Oh yeah.
But that was a pain in the ass to trim it because they wanted to like grow down and like cover my mouth and everything like this. So
Oh man.
Oh no.
Yep. Oh, Larry, that's awesome.
yeah, no more flavor
You'll
saver.
have to sell your brush now to one of the viewers.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I s-
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
sure. I'm sure at some point I'll regrow it, so I'll keep it.
Okay. This is the first time I've seen Adam.
See what I mean? Like,
yeah, yeah.
People don't know what to do.
I know, like, thanks, John.
thank you, John.
Oh, that's funny
we
shit.
haven't had a little description of a character in a while, have we?
Oh, yeah. No,
That's
we
because most of the time people want to say something that we'll read. Like, I'm
Yeah.
surprised that more people don't say dumb stuff for us to read because we always read.
Oh yeah,
what
if
is
you
in
pay
the
us
you've
money-
done it.
Well,
Yeah,
if you pay us money, we're reading it.
haven't. Yeah.
yeah.
Like, I mean, I think pretty much everything, as long as it wouldn't get us demonetized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, thank you, everybody. You
And then
guys
even
are all
then-
too kind.
Either way, thank you, John. I
Adam
do
is
appreciate
glowing.
that. Yeah. Well, so yes, I'm at my parents' house. Adam is not.
No.
Obviously, these guys are in their homes, and I'm in Phoenix right now. So had a good week. It was good to come out here. I drove the 458 Eternia
Oh.
all the way out here.
And he'll
And
be driving it all the way home.
now I'm gonna be driving it all the way home tomorrow. I'm like,
Oh, shit.
originally, so okay, we had this original plan,
Uh-oh.
and it fell apart.
Oh.
And it actually
It didn't
because
so much fell apart as we ruined it.
I ruined it.
Yeah.
It's my
All right.
fault.
Story time with Dan.
Yeah, it's story time, right? I mean, that's all this really is, right?
I know.
Yeah.
So, okay, we bought that car, obviously, because it was Hoovie's car. And it was like, hey, because like if Hoovie hadn't owned that car, there's no way we would have bought a salvage 458. There's no reason for us to do it. We're not going to make money on the car. Like, there's literally no reason to buy that car for us. But obviously, being able to say, hey, we've got Hoovie's car is cool, and we get some whatever. Oh, look who's here. It's been a while.
It has been a while.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Petey.
His internet is shitty as ever. It looks
Yeah.
so.
Some things never change.
No, some things never change. Oh, yeah, there it is. Stuttering
Yep.
already.
What is
No, Lordy.
with the internet?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of shitty.
You look at that, Pietro.
Yeah, dude. So Adam removes his facial hair.
Yeah.
And you grow it.
Yeah.
Apparently, you traded.
See, when one door closes, another door opens.
Yeah, that's right.
Shit.
Yeah. Well, all right. So we obviously bought.
Can you
the
hear me?
458
Can you hear me okay?
Eternia. Yeah.
Yeah, you sound good.
Yeah, you sound fine.
You're just interrupting Dan, but yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. Little blade there.
Thanks, Gabe.
Sorry.
Gabe's like, I got
Sorry.
you. I got you. Yeah, I know Shmi was in Texas. It's all right. I didn't know he was coming, but otherwise we would have. He literally arrived the day I left, so I was like, "Oh, great," or something like that. But anyway, so the plan was buy Hoovie's 458. We were originally going to do a little bit of work on it, and then hilariously, we were like talking about this during the tour of Colorado, and one of the guys on the tour of Colorado was like, "Hey, I'll buy it from you guys when you're done with it." And we're like, "Great! Like, we'll just sell it to you whatever our cost is because we don't need to make money on the car." He's like, "Okay." So when my mom got sick, I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna take the car and drive it out to Phoenix because the guy who's buying the car lives in California. So then it's already like 3/4 of the way to California. And then it'll either be cheap shipping or you can fly to Phoenix and grab it or whatever." So that was the plan, is we were going to leave the car here at my parents'. He was going to come buy it next week. And so I had a plane ticket. I'm set to fly home tomorrow, resume normalcy. And then all of a sudden today, I was watching a YouTube video on VinWiki, and they were talking about Car Trek. And the video was like, why is Car Trek on Tavarish's channel? And so they're talking about Car Trek or whatever. And he mentions, he's like, oh, so like the next Car Trek series is about salvaged exotics. And I was like, yeah, haha, that's our car. It's going to be, so, Hoovie used our 458 Eternia in Car Trek.
Yep.
And all of a sudden I'm sitting there like on the couch and I like sat up and I'm like, oh my God, we're about to sell a car that's going to be on Car Trek. What are we doing? That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Like, no, we can't do this. So I immediately was like, guys, we can't sell the car. And of course,
He
they're
actually
like,
did. Like you could hear the excitement through the.
oh yeah,
text
and
message.
they're just like, you're a dumbass. No, we're not keeping this car. Like we've got a buyer. Everything's set. Like no. And I'm like, hear me out. And they're like, no. So I had to like. So it was anyway. I finally convinced them.
That's the word. Yeah.
Yes, convinced them that
You know,
it's not
I-
not a totally terrible idea.
I told him, I was like, I seriously doubted what it would do for the channel just by buying it. And I
Yeah.
got proven wrong by that.
Yeah.
Based off of what's happened the past couple of weeks or past week or two or whatever it is. And so I was like, well, I mean, at this point, I went through and I looked at how many views each Car Trek video had and everything like that. And I was like, oh, I guess we need to at least try it and see what happens. So the guy is still going to buy it. He has rights of first refusal on it. And we're going to fix a couple of things on it too. So,
Yeah.
and get a workout for everybody.
And that was my argument. So I'm like, look, we already spent the money on it, and we already have a buyer, so we're not going to lose money on it, right? Like, there's
Well,
reason-
let's hope not.
we should. If everything goes reasonably well, we shouldn't lose money on it. And so I'm like, so the risk is pretty low, right? Like, yes, we are tying up over $100,000 for an extra couple months, but it's not the end of the world. And I think it's a reasonable, like, there's a reasonable chance that it could be big for the channel. So why would we not try, right?
So,
Yeah.
what does that mean exactly for Car Trek? Is it going to be featured? Like they're
Yeah.
going to get the
Yeah.
car?
It's his car for Car Trek.
It's his car for the series. You know how each Car Trek they have like 3
I don't watch
cars.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like someone was asking me what it is, and I'm like, that's like a shitty Top Gear.
I watch a lot
Yeah.
of
It's a no
like
budget
all of
Top
us, I
Gear.
watch a lot of car content, but I don't watch every channel. So
Yeah.
not what it
It's
is.
on Tavarish's channel, but it's got Tavarish, Hoovy, and Ed Bullion.
Gotcha. Okay.
And each one is like a series. They have a topic. They do
They have different
something
themes.
with, you know, whatever. Yeah, and so the theme for this next one is salvage exotics. And so that car is going to be in probably most or all of the videos. Plus I have a cameo in it.
Yes, you do.
Oh, that's the one that you're going to be in?
Yeah. And hilariously, the point of the cameo is he was trying to trade me the
Yeah.
458 for my 599.
Yep. It's definitely
And
fun.
then you ended up buying it.
And then hilariously I ended
Yeah.
up buying it.
You
so.
need to do a video with that for sure.
Oh yeah. See, that would be perfect. And that's why that's the
Yeah.
kind of stuff that's super easy win for, like, you know, hey, the video where that comes out, we could sit there and do a throwback set. Haha, here's the car, here's my 509. Anyway.
I'm going to ride these coattails.
Yeah. I mean, in the YouTube world, that works.
Yeah.
It just is.
Yeah,
It
for better or
does.
worse. That's
You're not going to say no. You're not going to deprive people from watching your stuff.
Yeah.
So
plus
does
the
that
more we can repeat and loop Dan's impeccable acting is going to be hilarious.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
there was a
Fine.
little acting at that. I loved it.
Oh Lord, it's so bad. I am not an actor, and it definitely is going to show.
Yeah.
They probably cut my little cameo out because it's so bad.
I have a video of it, so we know what happened, damn it.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, send me that so just in case.
All right.
The best part is the cameo was like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, how
Yeah.
bad could you have messed it up in 5 seconds?
Oh, I definitely could have ruined it. in
Oh,
5
no, I know I was there. It was more of a rhetorical question for everybody else who
No,
wasn't there.
Adam, the proper response was no, you did.
Yeah.
I watched that train wreck happen live.
Exactly. Yeah. So anyway, so we're not getting rid of that car just yet. So now I have to drive it home tomorrow morning, which that car in particular really, really sucks.
Hmm.
Because it's loud. It's the AC is currently broken.
Oh,
So I drove with the windows down the entire way over, which was
God,
super-
that would be miserable.
yeah, that's
it's
super
so
miserable.
loud. Like your ears are ringing because of the wind noise. And then so you can't hear like the radio isn't working either. So I was playing music on my cell phone.
That you couldn't hear
I
because the
couldn't even
windows
hear
were
it. It's like,
down.
I just shut the phone off. I'm like, there's no point. I can't hear shit.
Yep. But did you get a ticket, or is that a video? We can't talk about it.
Oh, I mean, I didn't get a ticket.
Oh, okay.
No, but I did get pulled over again. Yeah, it's everyone's all like, every time I get pulled over,
Oh, I
everyone's
didn't even notice Pietro fell out because of his
Oh, yeah.
shitty internet.
yeah. Hold on, people are texting me something. What?
It's about a what is it? Like
Nice.
a 14 or 15 hour drive.
Oh, we just got money.
So Car Trek will take possession of the car and film a whole series with it, and then give it back.
No,
No.
they've already filmed it.
When did they film it?
During Car Week.
Okay, if they excuse my ignorance of how it works.
No,
you're-
it's like an actual produced thing. So that it takes like they have where they film it way ahead of time and then it gets edited and published later.
Okay.
Versus like these things, which the videos we do, which are filmed and published usually within a week.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the drive is 1,000 miles. It's 1,000 miles from Phoenix to Austin.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I thought about this. I brought this with me. I have my noise canceling Bose headphones.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking about wearing those.
That would be hilarious to look over and see.
It would at least cut the wind noise down.
It would. The only problem is then I wouldn't be able to hear the radar detector.
Mm.
So, I mean, I'll be honest, on the way over, there was a segment that my average, like I actually reset my trip thing. My average was triple digits.
Nice.
I was really proud of that.
Hell yeah. That was I don't know if I said this on the channel or not, but when between the tour and the trip I had after, I helped my parents move. My task was to drive my dad's car to their new house in Mexico. And when I crossed the state line to their house, 120
Mexico.
minimum speed the entire time.
Holy cow, 120.
Because it was 30 miles of completely flat, straight. You
Nothing.
could see for miles.
What kind of car does he have?
It's a Roush Mustang.
Oh, okay.
So 700 horsepower Mustang. I mean,
That
it's
could do it.
fast. Yeah, it did it easily.
Well,
And
I
I
have,
yeah, I
oh, go ahead.
definitely got there, and he was like, "Well, I didn't expect you to like actually romp on it." I was like, "You told me I could."
It did fine.
Yeah,
It's
it was fine.
Just burning out the carbon.
Yeah, he doesn't drive
Speaking
like
of a Roush Mustang, we took a GT350 in on trade.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, I actually am really excited to do a review on that car.
hell yeah.
Yeah, we actually got 3 cars in the last week.
Nice.
Yep.
So buy our cars, people. Buy them.
Yeah.
Are they up? Are they up yet? I haven't seen them on the website.
No,
I
we haven't.
Okay.
We haven't taken pictures.
Well, I
the
took
Mustang-
pictures, but apparently I took shitty enough pictures that Josh didn't want to use them.
Yeah, Josh owns the pictures, right?
Yeah,
He is very particular about the pictures.
yeah. Well, we got to get pictures of the Mustang. The one car is literally arriving right now.
Oh,
So Josh actually sent this picture right literally as we were about to start.
Yep, can confirm.
There it is.
can't
Nice.
see.
That's just
Well,
a
that's
semi,
just the
but-
truck.
It's just
and then,
a semi truck unloading the car.
Okay.
and then he sent this picture. He's like, I see it. I see it.
Ooh.
So,
Looks like is it a Gallardo? Can't tell.
but the
No,
430
it's not
sold.
Gallardo.
I can't tell.
Yeah, the 430 sold. No, it's not a 67 GT350. It's a new one.
That'd be cool though.
Yeah.
It would be cool, but
I know
old
it's not
cars, man, I don't want to do old cars. They're tricky.
They're
Yeah.
old.
They're old.
They're hard to value. It's tough to value them because by this point they're 30, 40, 50 years old. They've been mucked with. People have done dumb shit to them. It's a regular
That's good.
GT350, not a GT350R.
Although it would be sweet if it was an R.
Oh, I should. I guess it's probably not video worthy. I'll tell another story. So I'm sitting here in Phoenix and I'm helping out my parents or whatever, but sometimes I'm sitting there like, parents are taking a nap or they're busy or whatever. So I'm browsing cars. And like, that's all I did all this week is browse cars, trying to find anything to buy for the dealership. And I'm like, well, shit, maybe I should try and find something local in the Phoenix area. And so I was like, well, there's only so many supercars. So I looked at the same supercars that were for sale 5 times and there wasn't really anything of interest. So I'm like, well, maybe I should buy a Viper while I'm here. So I'm looking at Vipers and I finally find this one. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna make an offer on this one, right? Because I saw it. They had it listed on their website. They had it listed at other places, but then they had it on Craigslist, and all of the prices were the same except one Craigslist ad that they ran had the price $8,000 cheaper.
Nice.
But it was like from like half a month ago. So I'm like, oh man, they want to get rid of it. They're done with that car, right? So I call them up and I'm like, hey, blah, blah. I saw you have a Viper. Do you still have it? They're like, yeah. I'm like, okay, tell you what, I'm a dealer. This is like, it's gonna be a no bullshit deal. I'll come over, take a look at it. If I like it, I'll wire you the money, buy it on the spot. He's like, okay. And they were listing it for $69,000. The
Nice.
Craigslist ad, yeah, nice. The Craigslist ad that I saw had it at 61.
Ooh.
So he's like, well, I'll be honest, like, you know how it is in the dealership world. We've had this car a little too long, but the owners don't really care if we keep it. So they're about to just send it off to auction. So he's like, we're already upside down at 61 on it, which who knows, could be. And so he's like, what's your price? I'm like, I'll tell you what, if you guys can do 50, I'll come out there and look at it and buy it right now. And they're of course like, and they're like, well, we'll get back to you. And of course they don't get back to me. So the next morning I call him back. Hey, what's the deal? He's like, tell you what, like we can't do 50, but we can do like the absolute lowest we can do. And we're not going to go any lower as 55. So I'm like, all right. So I'm looking at like, is it worth 55 based on the miles, based on the year?
Yep.
Yeah, it could easily, like 55 is undervalued. I'm like, okay. So I'm like telling the guys, I'm like, yeah, let's, go take a look at it. So I drive over there and take a look at this thing. And I walk up and you only have so many pictures. And I walk up and right off the bat, like there's a big old crack in the fiberglass on the bumper. And I'm like, that's not good.
Yep.
So I'm like walking around. There's some scratches that could probably be buffed out. So I'm not too worried yet. And then there was a picture of the seat that was kind of hard to tell what was going on. So I look in the window and the seat bolster, I don't know if it just like whoever owned it was either an enormously large person or doesn't understand that bolsters aren't for using to get out of the car. So they were like, they were putting all their body weight on the bolster to get out of the car. And so it squished the bolster. So it actually had a dent in the bolster. So I was like, that's going to be a pain in the ass to fix. And so I start noticing all these little things that just start adding up. That's like, this car has not been taken care of.
Yeah.
So I'm texting the pictures to the guys and they're all like, yeah, I think we need to walk. And I'm like, yeah, I think so. So finally the guy comes out with the key to start it up.
Yep.
And I push the unlock button. First, nothing happens. It won't unlock. It try. And finally it unlocks the car and I open the door and I look inside it. And actually the interior was in pretty good shape. But then I like go to look at something else and I try to shut the door and the door just goes boom, boom. And it just won't even shut. So I'm like shutting it. It won't shut. So he's all like, no, hold on. He starts trying to muck with it. He's trying to play with it. And he finally gets it to shut. I'm like, okay, maybe it was just a one-time deal. Maybe it just got stuck. So I tried again and it won't shut again. I'm like, fuck this. We're done with this car. I'm like, I already got a list of, and the tires were from 2016. So
Oh,
already
no.
we're going to have to spend $2,000 on tires. So I'm like, no,
Jeez.
there's no money here.
Would
Bye.
you have still bought it for 50 if you went down to 50?
No.
Hmm.
40.
I don't
think it was
understand
a
why.
work shit.
Why do people waste people's time? Like, did he not think you were gonna look it over?
They're hoping that some ignorant person is going to walk up and be oohed and awed that it's a Viper and just
Yeah.
buy it because it's a Viper.
That's true.
They're not
Yeah.
someone who doesn't know stuff
Yeah.
about cars could easily walk up, not realize that the tires are ancient, not see all those scratches, not notice that the bolster shouldn't look like that. Just dumb shit that when it adds up is a lot of money in repairs to someone who wants a car that's in good shape.
That's
It's
good
crazy.
to know if we ever look at other Vipers right here.
Mm.
That's
Oh,
good to
interesting.
know. Yeah.
Sagging door hinges. Oh, so the door like falls down. No, it would. I mean, it lined up correctly, but it just wouldn't shut. I don't know. Maybe that's a symptom of it not shutting. I don't know. But either way, so obviously I nitpicked the car, which is a point of contention in the video that we released this week. That seems to be. So here's the part that makes me really fascinated about the comments on our video about the Hoovy 458 Eternia, is the number of people who are like, stop nitpicking the car. And I'm thinking to myself, I spent over $100,000 on something, and I'm supposed to just be like, it's cool.
Yeah.
What? Like, no,
No.
that's not how the
Yeah,
world
nitpick
works.
the fuck out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. And they're like, yeah, but it's already salvaged, so who cares? I'm like, you should absolutely know everything you can about what you're buying,
Yeah.
especially when it's six figures. Like who? So anyway, I just found that just ridiculous that people have that mentality. And my thought was, I think the difference is that our audience is generally oriented, at least, even if they don't own a supercar, they at least understand the supercar world to a degree, because that's pretty much what we do. And I think his audience is very general car enthusiasts, right? So I think that suggests like there's a different like expectation when you're spending, it's not, and I'm not trying to be a douchebag. I'm just
Yes, you
being
are.
real.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, right. I'm just trying to be real. If you're spending huge sums of money on a car, you're going to nitpick it. And frankly, even if you're not, like, even if you're buying a $15,000 whatever car, you should nitpick it because you want to understand what's wrong with the car.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
For
why
sure.
wouldn't you? Why would you not? And so the funny thing is, like, everyone's all like, oh, like, you should have negotiated this, but we had already negotiated to buy the car months prior to buying the car. So the price, there was no negotiation. It was take or leave it, buy it or don't. I had already bought the car when I drove it and filmed that video. It was already mine. Like, it's not like, like that was all a show just to make content, So anyway, I thought it was very weird, but
The internet is weird.
Yes.
people on the internet are weird. Yeah. But oh well, I mean, whatever. So I would assume there's probably exactly 0 people that joined the channel and are here for the first time.
If
By the
you
way-
are here for the first time,
Yeah.
say hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're
Considering
joining
there's only
us for the first
79 people
time,
watching. Yeah.
I know,
just say
man.
hello.
We were like covering in the triple digits for a couple of weeks there, and
I
then
know.
now it's kind of. I guess people came to their senses
Well-
and was like, "This is a crap show."
I think we should try experimenting with running one in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
Because remember when we did the auction video for the Cali, it got like hundreds of people.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and then
So-
the driving down the road videos
Yeah.
do surprisingly well.
Well, I think part of that is just because we just kept it going and people were like, oh, here's a distraction from work.
Yeah, right. People aren't
I'm
expecting
happy
it.
to distract people for. Is my tongue blue?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, it is. What are you eating?
I was eating these nerd candy things.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. Oh, you gotta pull
Um,
up John's comment. That's awesome.
Wait. Oh, hold on. What is it?
I love it.
Oh,
Nope.
shit. It moved. Hold on.
There you go.
Tyler, I did wear my "But Did You Die" T-shirt leaving the hospital.
Yes.
That's
High
awesome.
five, John. Holy hell.
That's brilliant.
Keep
Oh.
doing the shorts then. Somebody
The,
said
The 4x8 was totaled. Like the bumper was gone. So I mean, yes, it's been repainted, but I don't know if it's ever been fully painted. So
It's wrapped,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
it's got a PPF. It's a matte PPF.
somebody said they like
Oh,
the
really?
shorts you've been doing, Dan. So keep doing those.
Oh, the shorts. Okay.
Yeah.
I need to get on that again. I did an experiment with those. I need to do those. Yeah. What froze? Someone saying it froze?
Pietro.
No, he's there.
I know.
See, he's
That
blinking.
doesn't mean that
wake
you
up.
did it.
Now he's
Oh,
muted.
we can't hear him again.
No audio. Yeah, Pietro,
No
how do you
audio.
do you do work calls at home? Like how do you do business?
I give up.
Can you hear me now?
There
we
you
Yeah.
go.
Yep.
No. Oh, okay.
Yes. Yes.
I never have issues. I don't know what the hell this sucks.
The audio's not synced up with the
I know.
video,
Am I-
so we could hear you.
This blows.
Oh lordy, it's so bad.
Yeah.
Uh, oh, dude, yes, that
That
was
was
Yeah.
insane.
yeah.
I
Like-
don't know how that was legal. No one was talking about it. Is it? I don't watch
It's-
NASCAR that much, so
It's apparently it's legal.
Well,
send it up the wall.
I
I
doubt it
don't
will
know
be
that
next
it
year.
was so much legal as much as it wasn't illegal.
Yeah.
Because they never outlawed it because they never thought that anybody would do that.
Or that
That's
it would
fair.
work.
Well, it works in iRacing on the simulator. That's
Oh,
where you
does
got
it?
the
Yeah, but
idea
it works on a
from.
simulator. Like, how does a simulator? The
Yeah.
Well,
fact
that just shows you how real the simulators are.
Was it
I
a
mean,
simulator?
it
The
did
article
wreck
I
on
read,
the
it was
car.
like NASCAR 2005 on the GameCube or something.
Really,
Oh, it's that old? It might be
think
that
it
old. I don't
was.
know.
Yeah.
not quite laser scan tracks in that.
Did you see the video from inside the car?
No. Oh yeah. It was.
Oh.
It looked rough.
It's brutal as shit. Like,
Yep.
and he hit the wall, and then he just powered through it.
Yeah. It looked very unpleasant.
Yeah.
But he got into the playoffs.
Yeah, he did his thing.
I mean,
So-
good for him, man.
And he
That's
set a lap record with
serious.
that.
Did he?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah. He has the fastest lap all time. Because apparently he went like 120 miles an hour around the outside of the wall like that. Whereas if you take the turn like you're supposed to, you're doing like half that speed at like 60 miles an hour.
Which is
So
like-
even though you're going further around, you're doing it at a
Well, dude,
much
he
more
gained like what, like
significant-
4 positions or something?
yeah.
5.
4 or 5. yeah.
5?
They ought to make that an actual form of racing.
Oh yeah.
You know, get the
Yeah,
right
it's
side of the right side of the car to be
flat car.
slippery and just send them
Yeah.
up the wall.
Shit.
Oh man, that just that was amazing. Like I couldn't believe when I saw the titles of the videos coming out. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
No, and I'm like, yeah. Anyway, that was. Oh, do reaction videos show how accurate four-wheel trader videos are? I have to say, so he does some very interesting data analysis, and I appreciate his videos. But I think there's a bit of so my only and I'm not crapping on his channel. I think it's a wonderful, awesome channel. But I think he likes to emphasize catastrophizing stuff because that gets more views.
More power to
That's
him.
fair. Yeah.
Right, which that's how YouTube works. That's exactly what it should be doing. but I think that is not always reality. And there's some weird anomalies that I don't think you can really pick out because you're not like, unless you're actually actively buying and selling cars all the time like we are, there's some things that you see the data, but then there's definitely some intricacies there that make a difference, you know? So for example, like if you look at the 430 data, it suggests that the cars were kind of going down in value, but we buying and selling cars are actually seeing 430s go up in value right now. So it's very weird. Like we can't find any 430s as cheap as we could 2-3 months ago. And the 430s we just sold all sold for more than other 430s we sold a few months ago. Now, granted, that's a very limited data set, but that's what we're experiencing for real. And so like that's part of the reason we don't have any 430s in stock is we just literally cannot find them at reasonable, like what we think would be a reasonable price in the current market doesn't exist. Like gone.
I'm more shocked at the 458 conundrum that we had. Like we thought that those would be super easy to sell, and man, that one was just,
it was hard.
Yeah.
I think so the 458s tanked in value.
Which is crazy because that's counter to everything that you would think that the market would want, the last NAV8, stuff like that.
The only justification that I think makes sense to that is they went up way more than they should have.
Yeah.
I think what happened is it's a correction. They went up too much, so they're back down to about where they should have been.
So right now they're a lot lower, you're saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's kind of kidding. Yeah. Like 458s, you used to not be able to find any of them under 200. There's actually 458s below 200 again.
Wow, shit.
Some of the stuff selling on BAT is crazy low, and then so many reserve not mets and stuff like that. Like it's just, it's not a crash, but it's a correction. It's a hard correction.
The problem is that also the people. So we were actually just talking about this right before the live started. We were saying that there's going to be a bunch of people that are trying to sell cars right now that are about to get their asses handed to them because they're still pricing the cars from 2-3 months ago, and they're unwilling to move the price now to sell it. So like their price is here. The car is actually worth this right now, but they're going to keep trying for this up here. And by the time that they finally realize it, the market's going to be down here. So they're going to have to come down here from way up here.
Yeah.
So they're going to get a rude awakening in a couple.
All these 458 owners aren't too happy right now.
By the way, hilariously, so we know 2 of the previous owners. Actually, no, sorry, 4 of the previous owners of the 458 Eternia.
Nice.
No way.
Yeah. Yep. Including Josh, who actually is the guy who bought it or fixed it up from being a total piece of shit to at least a driving piece of shit.
This makes more sense now. Okay.
Yes. So
I love it.
He fixed it up, sold it to a guy that we know in Vegas, who then sold it to Hoovie.
The 348 is finally gaining value. Is it really?
Oh, 348s, dude, they're up near 100 now.
What?
Wow.
Didn't Tim pay less than 50 for his?
He paid 42.
Oh shit.
That thing's easy. Like, granted, 100 for like super clean examples. So, but yeah, like a very normal 348 would be like right now you can see them for like 75, 80.
Wow.
I don't know why it wasn't like it's a good looking car. It's not an ugly Ferrari.
It's just a little dated. I mean, the problem is that for a
baby.
long time, you could get a 355 for close to the same price. And
Yeah, so might as
most
well.
people think the 355 looks better. It
I
definitely
think
sounds
it.
better.
Yeah, the 355
More
looks
striking.
better for sure, but
Yeah.
that doesn't mean that the 348 is ugly.
No, I think they look. Actually, I think when you kind of do a little bit of like a not a resto mod, but like a like a modernization of it, like you put some modern wheels on it, you lower it, those things look amazing.
Absolutely.
Thank you,
Yeah.
BB. The BB, no comment. Here, have some money. We appreciate that.
Any movements on 360s, up or down? Any trends?
360s are kind of holding about where they were, so they went up quite a bit. You know, I would say actually no. You know what? They're coming down just a touch.
Hmm.
Not crazy, but a little bit. Like is what we're seeing. So actually, you know what's nuts is so you know we finally got rid of our silver 360 convertible, right?
Yep, saw the video.
So I was looking through trying to find just anything on the market right now. There was 7 silver 360 convertibles for sale on the market right now.
No
7.
wonder why.
And I was
Wow.
like, thank God we got rid of that thing because right now there's no way we would be able to sell it. Like there's just, and they're all priced right in the same range.
Wow.
So I'm like, shit, that's terrible. Like, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Cheryl, the manual 599 market is a little odd right now.
Yeah.
Haven't been able to figure out what ours is worth, or Dan's is worth, rather.
Yeah. That's, I have a feeling the thing I screwed up on in that car is I shouldn't have bought the modified body car, like the one with the Vorsteiner kit. If I had bought a normal 599, it would have already sold, and I probably would have made a crap load of money. But whatever, that wasn't the point. The point wasn't to make.
Just replace
tons of
the
money.
red prancing horse with the silver one. That'd be fine.
Yeah. The 509 market otherwise seems to be. I mean, the problem is it's so thin, right? There's only what 10 cars for sale right now, maybe. So it's really hard to know because there's some that are just priced way too high, and you know they're not going to ever get that. And then there's ones that are priced pretty reasonable. I think generally speaking, most of them seem to be between like 160 and 240 or so. But there's some outliers that are like 300 and stuff that aren't manuals. And you're like, this person's smoking crack. Like, so, and obviously the HGTE package makes probably about like a $30,000 to $40,000 increase in the value
The
of the car.
what package?
HGTE.
What is that?
It's the handling package. Yeah.
Who knew?
Oh, here's BB actually said something after you gave us the $20. Here you go. I'm sorry if
We'll
I missed it.
recap it since you gave us $20.
Since you gave us $20, we can talk about it. So, yes, we will eventually sell the 458. The original plan. So, the quick version of the story, which we told at the beginning, is we bought that car. We actually, one of the guys who came on the tour actually said he would buy the car from us at our cost. So that way we at least knew we weren't going to lose money. And so that was part of the reason I drove it out here to Phoenix is he was going to buy it from me here in Phoenix. But we actually realized that it would be stupid of us to sell that car right now because it's going to be featured in the next Car Trek series. So we should take advantage of that opportunity. When Car Trek video out, we should be putting out videos about that car. So basically, you're probably not going to really see too much more content on the 458 until Car Trek comes out. So there'll be a gap. Like I'm literally going to drive that car back to Austin, park it in my garage, and it's going to just sit in my garage until Car Trek starts. And then we'll do some work on it, and then as soon as Car Trek's done, we're going to sell it.
You could film the road trip, right? Would that be
We
interesting?
did film driving out here.
Okay.
I haven't edited it yet, so I don't know how good that content is or if it's worthy of showing. Because it's hard to do like content on a 14-hour drive because you're just like, what am I going to talk about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe just like a snippet, like, oh, this car did a 1,000-mile drive. And here's how it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah,
How
this
was
is
it
the
on the drive?
huh?
No issues.
How was the car? No issues. Well, yes, no, actually, correction. The AC died, so that was an issue. And then the radio doesn't work really, so that's an issue. And so I had to drive with the windows down because when you get to Phoenix and it's 80 degrees out, it's kind of hot.
Kind of.
Can you in those cars or no?
Can you what the cars?
Do aftermarket.
Aftermarket what? Dude,
It's bad, Pietro.
We're not fucking with you. It's bad.
I type it.
Aftermarket what?
After stereo.
Oh, stereo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stereo.
Yes. No, you cannot put an aftermarket stereo in those.
If you say it like 10 times, one time it might come through.
Yeah.
Why not? Why can't you? Like physically, or you mean just for the sale?
Yeah, because there's no head unit.
Oh.
Like I mean maybe you can, I don't know, but you can't just like go buy like Kenwood head unit and like shove it in there because there's no head unit to replace. So I have no idea.
Yep. I love it. All this just makes me glad I didn't buy a 458 at exorbitant prices. So I'm okay.
I mean,
you're happier with your McLaren purchase now?
So
Yes.
yeah, I'd say actually, funny enough, McLaren 650s from when you bought it have gone up just a little bit.
So now's the perfect time to make the leap over the 458.
Right?
If you wanted to, but I mean,
Why
I don't
would
know.
I at this point?
The 650 is pretty damn fun.
Yeah. I think the next jump would have to be a 720.
Hey,
I know a guy.
I know a guy. I know two guys. They're
I got
right
a guy.
here.
I got a guy. No, it's interesting because like driving the 458 that far reminded me why I like that car so much. Like it is just a phenomenal car. It really is. I love that car. Even in shitbox form, it is a phenomenal car. So, but that's not to say that other car, like, I don't know. It's fun because we've driven so much stuff now that there's really not been too many cars where I'm like, there's no way I'd like own this car or I, like hate this car or something. That just really hasn't happened too much. There's been a few. So
well, and in my case, like, because I drove Richards back to back with when you still own the 650, it was $90,000 difference to get a 458, and it wasn't worth
back then. Yeah, back then it didn't make sense.
So
here we go. So I put 700 miles on my Aventador. It's like going from a 458 to a 430 Scud. It's rough, but so much fun. I highly recommend one for the channel. That's the funny thing. That reminds me of like driving the Murcielago. Like the Murcielago is truly the Diablo's worse, but the Murcielago is absolutely horrible car. But you want one so bad, and you want to drive it so bad, even though it's like everything about it is just terrible, and you're just like, why is this so shitty? But then you're like, but goddamn, it's so fun. It's hard to explain, but yeah, I can imagine the Aventador is exactly the same. Believe me, I've been trying to find one that we can make money on and buy, and it's just hard. They're all worth stupid money. I think people still realize, hey, this is one of the last, if not the last, naturally aspirated V12 that Lamborghini's going to do. So the Countach is supposed to be even worse. Yeah. By the way. So, what?
No, Pietro tried to say something.
Yeah. Just get a pad of paper and
Just get
write
one
it down.
Yeah, bro.
Giving him some feedback that we can't hear him.
Just learn to blink your eyes in Morse code. So
Yeah,
we
Morse
Yeah.
code.
There's sign language, I know. Yeah.
Oh, I knew that one. He was counting to the number 1.
You're number 1 in my heart.
Oh my god. That's so awesome. I'm behind on videos. Where is the Max? It's sitting in my driveway leaking oil.
Shit.
By the way, we need to get
How
rid
about
of
now?
that thing. Yeah, I
Better.
can hear you.
Dude.
That's still delayed.
No.
Yep.
Just speak slower. Well,
Dude, I don't know what it.
I have full.
Nope.
I have internet
Nope.
and everything.
That's too
Are you
good.
fucking with me?
that would be hilarious.
Are you guys fucking with me?
I was thinking, what if Pedro thought we were all just messing with him?
Yeah. Alex
mean,
is fucking with you, but we're not fucking with you.
You could go rewatch the video and see it.
That's true.
He's gonna send it over with a carrier pigeon.
I mean, at this point, it's so bad that it's good. It's good for the content.
Dot, 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 did, did, did. You need to flip that. Hopefully, Accent says, "I hate you, Comcast,"
Yeah.
or whatever your provider is.
What? We didn't hear that.
No. Hopefully he said Cox. Yeah.
I think that's what I'm on.
Yeah.
Cox
is
is
big
working
in
well for
Arizona.
you, Dan.
Yep. Yeah.
It looks like an airplane.
Oh my god. Oh, that was great. Good job, Pietro.
I'm laughing so hard my head scar hurts.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Yeah, Pietro, Dan's dad is in his 80s and he has better internet than you do.
It's true. Oh my god, it's so true. Oh, that's too good. God. Yeah. Anyway, tired.
Clint says, "What do you recommend? 360 Manuel or 430 F1?"
Manuel.
Manuel.
Isn't that a name?
Yes.
Which one?
I mean, I personally would rather have the 430 F1,
No one calls me Manuel.
but that's just me.
I would
Yeah.
take a. That's a hard one.
That
It
a hard
is.
one.
Yeah, do you want?
Is it a
It's tough.
challenge Stradale? Because 360 all the way if it says yes.
We still have to get one and try one.
Yeah. You need to
Yeah.
get one of those with another Scud.
Oh yeah, my dad does have a Polestar. Wait, how do you know my dad has a Polestar?
Yeah, that's creepy.
He's outside your window right now.
I know.
He's like,
Someone knocks on the window. God, that would be actually very creepy. No, I think I mentioned it once. Oh, what is that? Your download speed?
Yeah, we need the upload speed, bro.
But what? It's the
Yeah.
upload speed that matters.
Oh
Oh,
shit, it's even faster. Well,
Huh.
your computer sucks. I don't know.
I'm on my phone.
Well, there's a problem.
not bad.
How is your upload higher?
What
than
I
download?
missed? What I
Pietro
missed?
still has potato internet.
Yeah,
That's
Black
what
Hawk
you
Down
got.
is still.
Oh my
It's
god!
still
I need
down.
to I need to actually make that shirt. I made the graphic for it, but I never, I never.
John's having to pop pills because he's laughing so hard.
Josh, You missed.
What is that?
That's a different one.
It's an airplane.
It's a Airbus.
It's a key.
Got a,
With
got a contoured speed line.
It's a key. It's a key.
It's
Oh.
like playing Pictionary now.
That's how
Is
the
that a
sound
giraffe? See,
It's a giraffe. Very poor giraffe. Oh my god,
people are sick.
dude! God
Josh,
damn it!
That's
This
what you missed.
this video is hosed. There's no way. There's no way. Let's see how long it takes the algorithm to figure out stuff.
Yeah.
Well, we have a 720 in my garage now.
Yeah, let's go look at it.
Yeah, go take us there.
Live tour.
You want to look at it? Oh god.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine.
Let's go. I love these live tours at Josh's.
you had to know that when you said that, dude, you were gonna have to go give us a tour.
Yeah. Oh lordy, it's a SpaceX rocket. Actually, yeah, that's accurate.
Yeah.
Of course.
Not
No.
trace that.
What?
They asked if I traced it.
Oh,
Shit, I got too much shit in my garage right now.
He's all delayed too.
Yeah.
Oh,
uh-oh.
no.
Josh has Pietro level internet.
Oh, ooh,
Purdy.
there she goes. How is it?
Honestly, I didn't really drive it hard because I didn't put a license plate on it and it's dark, so I'll drive it tomorrow.
Yeah,
Sweet.
I mean, how's it like cosmetically? Just as good as we thought?
It's actually really pretty good. There's one thing that I saw on it that I was like, God damn it, we're gonna have to fix it. But
No.
on the McLaren thing on the back was McLaren.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
must be a common issue because the exhaust is right here, and
Oh.
the glue melted and they glued the letters back on and they did a shitty job.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it doesn't look aligned right.
Yeah.
No, that's terrible. But other than the car still smells new inside. It's crazy.
Well, it should. It's only got 3,000 miles.
It's 2,900 miles on it. There it is.
2,900.
Here, I'll open the door.
That's
I meant to
sick.
fart in that seat.
Don't fart in it.
Yeah, for real.
Whew.
Oh yeah, I love to see.
It still has the stickers and shit on the dash for the airbag, and the
Nice.
thing on the navigation screen still has the screen protector on it.
Really?
Yeah,
Who
His
the hell doesn't remove
Phone,
those
his
things?
phone is
Check it out.
man drives.
it's got a carbon fiber steering wheel, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, nice.
better than Alcantara.
Oh, I love that new car smell.
Yeah. We don't have a price yet, but if you really want it, let us know.
Are you willing to take a loss on it?
Not that big of a loss.
Yeah.
No.
I got a trade worth what? You said it went up 180? Yeah.
It is not right-hand drive. It's just mirrored.
Oh yeah, sorry.
It's fine.
My internet's
Yeah.
not good in my garage because my garage is pretty far from my router. So sorry if it was choppy.
Yeah. So that's awesome.
That was awesome.
Nice.
Nice. I'm so happy that finally made it. That was so we got to tell. We're gonna have to tell the other 720 story when I get back.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
Hey,
The Alabama one, or
Who's that?
Yeah. Yeah. The Birmingham one. Yeah.
I'm waiting to hear that. Is a video coming out on that?
We haven't filmed it yet.
Oh, yeah.
We were
Who's
waiting
that,
for the
Josh?
conclusion, and we finally got a conclusion. So
Nice.
yeah.
That's good.
Two people had the exact same comment. Still better than Pietro's.
Like that was awesome. Oh my lord.
It should be better on my
it's
phone.
pretty nice though.
Alright.
It's got a full in the front of it.
Ooh, yeah, good. Nice. Well, one more minute and then I'm gonna go. And we'll call it good for this week because I gotta get up at 5 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah, because you're gonna lose 2 hours on the way home.
Yeah.
You know, if you leave Sunday, you only lose 1 hour.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, that's still not gonna.
Oh, so important actual car news.
Oh yeah.
New
What
Jersey
is this?
voted to ban car subscriptions like the heated seat bullshit BMW's trying to do. So
Wow.
go New Jersey.
New Jersey did something good for once.
Yeah, for once.
Wait,
First and
what's-
only time I've
what's
ever
the
heard
law?
anything out of New Jersey and thought good.
I don't
Uh,
have a problem with the car subscription thing.
no. So
Tyler,
like, you
what's-
pay $30
I mean-
to have heated seats a month.
Oh, that yeah,
Why?
that's annoying.
That
you
BMW
meant,
started
like,
to do
actually-
that. So apparently New Jersey voted to ban it. So
Fuck
That's
BMW.
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. So
All right, guys. I think that's good for this week. So,
Yeah.
All right.
Well, thanks for
Well,
joining
shit,
us,
I was only
everybody.
here for 5 minutes.
all right.
You brought the heat with that McLaren.
Yeah, you. I can't top that. I mean, you brought
It
everything.
took forever to unload it. It was one of those double decker, like big old huge transporters. We had like
You always film it?
7. Huh?
Do you always film the when they come to pick it up or drop it off?
Nah, not anymore. I used to, but not anymore.
Just in case
Yeah.
it falls?
Yeah, because we gave him $50 billion.
Yeah.
What?
He said
All right, guys.
Zelensky has better.
I can't hear shit.
yeah.
All right. We'll see you guys next week.
Yep.
Thanks,
All right.
everyone.
Have a good one.
Later.